Honey, I thought you should know that
Hey, hi guys! Welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Shannon Fulmer, if you guys don't know me.
And I'm Clint Fulmer.
And we have been married for almost 5 years.
5 years.
5 years. Which is crazy to think about, but we've been together for, I think, going on 8.
8 years, yeah.
Yeah, going on 8, so... we have had quite a few questions regarding our infertility journey, so we kind of just wanted to make a video for you guys to kind of share our experiences. Yeah, so probably the biggest question that we get asked is if we had trouble getting pregnant with Parker. When I was... I want to say like 22 maybe. I had an IUD put in and it caused a lot of damage to my ovaries. And so we honestly didn't know if we would be able to have kids until we started trying. And so the doctor just kind of told us to try and see what happens. And when we decided to start trying with Parker, it literally took us, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. It happened just like that.
Happened just like that. So the first time that we tried for Parker, we got pregnant with him. We had no issues. So we were kind of thinking that that was probably going to be the, that was going to be how number 2 was, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we quickly found out that that was not the case. So we have been trying... for baby number 2 since December 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a little over 2 years now. It's been quite a long journey. The hardest thing was the miscarriages that we've had. It doesn't matter how far along you are, they are hard every single time. So yeah, we started, we tried on our own for about 8 months, and then we got pregnant in September 2018, right? Mm-hmm. We found out when we were in San Diego, and we were super excited, and then we miscarried at 9 weeks. So that was really hard. We had no idea why we miscarried. We really didn't have any answers. So that was rough. So after that, I went in for surgery, and we found out that I had stage 4 endometriosis, and I had pretty much my insides were broken at that point. So after I had surgery, we started trying again, and we just really didn't have any luck. We did, was it 4 months of Femera?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we did 4 months of Femera with all of the progesterone and estrogen and whatnot, and we really didn't have any luck. It's really emotionally draining every single month to get your hopes up and for it not to happen. You kind of like almost trick yourself into thinking every single month that you're pregnant. I think that we probably did that every single month, and then you try to convince yourself that there's 2 lines on that pregnancy test, even though you know that there's not. So yeah, we decided to take a break for a couple months, and then I recently had surgery in December to have everything cleaned out again. I had endometriosis all over again, so it's growing rapidly. We really don't know why, but my body's just not, it's just not really wanting to do this. So we did do blood work, and we found out that my estrogen and my progesterone are extremely low. We really don't know why they're low or what is causing that. But we did find out a couple weeks ago that my left ovary is not working at all. So that was really hard to find out that we only have one ovary basically that we're working with. So we're just praying that we can get a little baby to stick. But yeah, so we're still doing the Femera and whatnot right now, and yeah, we're gonna keep trying and just keep trekking on. So what would you say is like the hardest part of all of this?
Well, I think overall, I think it's, I mean, as a family, you know, you love each other so much, and, you know, definitely with Parker, you know, especially lately asking, you know, for, he wants a baby brother. He keeps on talking about it and stuff.
Only a brother though.
Just a brother.
He doesn't want a sister. So
but I think it's, I think the biggest challenge is just seeing Shannon, what she goes through every time with that disappointment. Granted, I'm, you know, very disappointed too, but I think on her sake and just seeing what she goes through and just kind of the mental part of it, you know, that she goes through, it's tough to see. You know, as a husband, I think as, you know, males and stuff, we kind of have the easiest job of the, you know, part of it, getting pregnant and stuff. But I mean, it's, you know, it affects us too. You know, you really want another child, and, you know, you want to, you know, bring him into this earth and stuff, but with the complications and stuff, it is, you know, it's tough and it's not easy. And, you know, just the mental and physical toll that it's just taken over, especially the past 2 years on Shannon, has just been, you know, for me, it's hard for me to see that, because, you know, I wish I could take that pain away and do what I can to support. But, you know, especially in this time and moment, we just got to be supportive of each other, and, you know, just, you know, when it happens, or if it, you know, doesn't happen, then, you know, we can just plan for that. You know, we're very grateful for Parker, and we love him more than anything in this whole world. And,
yes,
you know, if we're, you know, if that's just what we get is one, that's great.
That's the cards that we were dealt. Then, yeah. But we really feel that we do have another baby that needs to come. And, you know, we've had, you know, a couple miscarriages now, and, you know, we love those babies just as much as, you know, we'll love the ones that actually come to our family. But I think probably my hardest thing is just the emotional stuff going through each month. Like, you literally have to time things to a T, and that gets very frustrating. You know, you have to take ovulation kits. You have to take, you know, your meds every single day. You can't miss anything. You have to take it at the same time each day. And that, I think, becomes hard because that's the only thing that you're focusing on all day is, you know, what medications do I have to take? You know, am I ovulating? Am I at my peak? And so that's frustrating. And, you know, we've been going in for ultrasounds and blood work on days like 14 and 21, and, you know, we're still finding out that even on medications, my estrogen is still extremely low, that I won't be able to sustain a pregnancy unless we get that up. And, you know, we've had a great doctor throughout this entire experience, Dr. Johnson. He's been amazing to work with us and be patient with us and give us options. So that's frustrating, knowing that you're still taking medications, but there's really nothing that you can do about it. You know, you're doing all of the steps that you need to take to get pregnant, and your body's just not willing to do it. And, you know, the whole, you know, left ovary not working, that definitely plays a big part into why my estrogen is so low. But yeah, we really, at this point, all we can do is, you know, hope and pray, and we have the most supportive family and friends. We love them dearly. We don't know really what we would do without them. But yeah, we're on our second month now of Femera and all of the meds, so we're just crossing our fingers that hopefully we can get a little baby to stick. And yeah, I don't know. We had a few, you know, other questions that we had answered, that I had answered on. We did do a Q&A, and a lot of the questions were the same, but we did have a few questions that we wanted to answer. So the first one was, have you considered adoption? I wouldn't say that we are at that point. We are extremely grateful that we have Parker, and I think that if it ever came down to it, to decide to adopt, I don't know. I think that that's something that, you know, we would definitely need to pray about and whatnot. But I love the adoption, you know, option for a lot of people. But I think for us, we would just probably stick with Parker.
Yep.
I mean, if that's, you know, if it's not in the cards for us to have another baby, it's not in the cards.
No.
But I love adoption for everyone. I think that, you know, if that's the only option, then that's great. Let's see, next one. Have you thought about doing IVF? Yes, we have. It's definitely come across our minds a few different times, I would say.
Yep.
We did have an appointment with a fertility specialist, but we ended up canceling it. We just wanted to kind of stick with Dr. Johnson for a little bit and see what options he could give us. Right now, IVF wouldn't really be an option for us because we can't get my levels stable enough to sustain a pregnancy. So, right, I would think that
Well, definitely. I think, you
we
know,
would have to
with
sustain
it,
those first.
yeah, it's just, I mean, and we are, I mean, kind of compared to a lot of people in this process, we're still in the early, I guess you can say, part of it. You know,
Yeah.
we have friends and even family members that have, you know, tried for a long time and they've never, you know, they finally got pregnant or they finally somehow, you know, something worked out for them, you know, and, you know, with IVF, you know, it's definitely an option, you know, but, you know, we want to try to get Shannon's levels and everything up to par so we could, you know, see if we can try that. You know, and even too with the adoption thing, you know, it's, you know, I have plenty of friends that have done it over the years and stuff. And I think, you know, with us where we're at this point, we want to try to, you know, do what we can to see what we can make happen before we get to those next steps.
Yeah, definitely. And then another question that popped up a lot was, have you considered a surrogate? Once again, I don't think it's really at that point yet. You know, there's some people that try for, you know, 8-10 years. You know, we're only kind of going on a little over 2. And like I said, we do have Parker as well. So, you know, we're already blessed with one beautiful boy, and we would love another one of our own, or, you know, even 2 more of our own. But at this point, I don't think that I would consider doing a surrogate. Funny, because my best friend Casey, she said she had a dream that she was going to be a surrogate for me. So, Case, if you want to, then I guess that we'll do that. But yeah, I think that you know, those options are so great for you know, people that have, you know, been trying and they're, you know, they don't have the option to, you know, do IVF or anything like that. So and I have a friend right now, a coworker, that's being a surrogate for a Chinese family, and that's just amazing that she can help that family out to get their baby boy. So those were pretty much like I said, the same questions. We kind of covered the meds and everything like that. So we will definitely keep you guys updated as, you know, this journey continues. So stay tuned, and we appreciate you guys watching. And yes, we will let you guys know when we have any more info, and make sure that you hit subscribe.